Kshar here, and today I'm going to show you how to make meat patties or kotlet, Persian kotlet. And you need to pay attention to all the details about the ingredients. And you get, we have about a pound of meat, ground beef. I mostly cook with beef, but you have a choice. You can use veal or turkey breast or any kind of meat that you want. But I'm using beef. And for each pound of meat, I use about 5 small or 6 potatoes. I'll cook the potatoes first, and then I'll grate the potatoes into the meat. 1 large onion grated, 3 or 4 eggs, turmeric, salt and pepper to taste, and saffron. So I've got the meat here, and I'm going to grate the potatoes. And then when you want to add the onion, please make sure, because you don't want too much water in here. So squeeze the onion so it won't have any water in the mixture. I'm going to put 5 potatoes and then see if I need any more. Normally, because it takes about 5 to 6. This is a half of one. This is the best way, you know, to cook the kotlet. If you don't, you know, as far as the potatoes goes, some will do it raw, but this is the way my recipe is. So it's I did 6. Do salt, about 1 tablespoon, half a tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of turmeric. I'm going to start with 3 eggs. I'm going to get the onion, squeeze it well. Then we start mixing this. You really have to mix this thoroughly and make sure that all the potatoes, onions and eggs are mixed with the meat. After you made it, make sure that you don't put the meat in the refrigerator, or because it has to be room temperature. I think I'm going to add another egg to this. So we've got 4 eggs. And I'm gonna add some saffron right now, about 3 tablespoons. I add the saffron for the color and also the taste. Gonna move it. Doing the cutlet after the mixture is ready is the tricky part, so I'm gonna show you how to do that, and make sure that you follow my instruction. Okay, I'm gonna heat the pan, about 2 cups of, I'm going to put about 1 cup of oil, and if I need it, I will add some more. Okay, and here I've got a tray and breadcrumbs. So what we do is you get the meat in your hand, and then I'm going to put the breadcrumbs on each side. Spread the breadcrumbs over the tray. Then we just let it sit like that. And roll this in the breadcrumbs.
Any type of bread?
I normally make my own breadcrumbs. These are the sourdough breads, and I use the food processor or the blender and blend them. You normally want a handful like this meat and roll it in the breadcrumbs, and then flatten it in the palm of your hand. It should be about the size of your hand. Okay, then I'm going to put it. Okay, let me show you this. When you pick it up, make sure that if you have too much excess breadcrumbs on at the bottom, you wipe it off. Then one pound of meat with 6 potatoes should make you about maybe 12 to 15 meat patties. I serve my meat patties with French fries, so I'm going to get the other frying pan ready, and I'm just going to do a few so you'll see. This is something that you can cook your potatoes the night before you go, before you go to work, the night before, and have your meat ready. As soon as you come home, you can get it started, and it shouldn't take more than half an hour. You want to be very careful. You don't want the patties to stick together because then you will have a hard time. I think I have 4 here. I don't want to try. I'm going to put this one down here and get started with my fries. And as you know, I'm all about doing it easy. This is the frozen fries that you can buy from any supermarket. I'll put it here. At this point, I'm going to add the salt to the fries. Use high heat. If you use too much breadcrumbs when you're frying the patties, your oil would darken and all the breadcrumbs would stick to the patties. So make sure that you don't have too much breadcrumbs. And let the patties to sit and get firm. While we're waiting, I'm going to make a few more. You can make these and let it sit all in a tray while you're waiting for those in the tray, in the pan to cook. We've had a lot of requests for Kotlet. The instruction is very easy to follow, so I hope that it comes out right. If you did have any problem, please let me know and I will or email me. You can go to my website kshar.net or Kshar TV on YouTube and leave me your messages and I will get back to you. I'll try to get to my email soon and answer all the questions that you have. See?
How do you decide when to turn it over?
Well, normally about 5 minutes or so, it's ready to turn it over. Yeah, but when right now if you look, you see it's browning on the edges. That tells you that the other side is already brown. See, all the edges are brown. So that tells you that the other side is ready and you need to flip them over. Be very careful. Go all the way up. See? At this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some saffron to the French fries. Okay. Another thing I'm going to show you is I also slice tomatoes. And I'm going to fry the tomatoes. And I use that for presentation. It's when you do the cutlet with tomatoes and French fries, you can just make yourself a sandwich. See, this is the way the oil should be. See, because if you don't have enough oil, it would get stuck, the patties will stick to the pan. See? Just look it over, put it back in. Look it over to make sure that it's right. This flipper that I have, I really like this because the handle is so thin and it's so flexible. See that I can really manipulate the flipper, and I can flip this now. The cutlets are ready. The fries is going to be ready. I'm going to get my plate ready to serve. And clean up here. You can also serve the cutlet with any greens that you. I personally don't serve it with any greens, any vegetables. But see, this one is done right now. This is how it should look. See, on both sides, well done, beautiful, if I may say myself. See, cutlet is one of the toughest. Most people have problem with making cutlet because it's okay. This is done. Going to turn off the heat.
What causes the problem?
Because either they've got too much onion in it or they don't have enough eggs in it. That's why I gave you the recipe, and I'm going to go over that one more time so you'll be sure. I had 1 pound of meat and 6 cooked potatoes, grated, 1 medium-sized onion, squeeze the water out or the juice out, and 4 eggs, salt, pepper, and turmeric, and saffron. And really mix it well. Okay. This needs to get brown. You don't have to say this is done. And hot cutlet, nothing is like hot cutlet. So for all you friends who've been waiting for the cutlet recipe, see, it's so easy and you just have to be patient, and it's going to be so delicious. Wish you were here and you could taste it. We're going to have a ball with these cutlets tonight. And I'm going to fry the tomatoes. And my French fries is done. The art of cooking is to be sure that you don't overcook anything or undercook. It has to be right. The taste has a lot to do with how you cook. If you overcook it, undercook it, you just have to be patient, and that's where you learn. Okay, and I let the tomatoes in a little bit more. turn off the fries. Okay, what I do with the fries is I get a paper towel, and I dish the fries, take the fries, put it on the towel, so absorbs the oil. My favorite garnish for Kotlet is parsley. Enjoy. Nothing to it. Let me know how yours turned out and how it tastes. Now I'm going to taste mine. When you taste the Kotlet, it should be so crunchy that you can hear the noise that it makes. You hear that? Enjoy. I love doing this for you guys. Thank you.